We're back for another episode of Oakland Athletics Franchise Mode. And here, we skipped a couple games and we seem to be very mid. Either games we're getting blown out in. Our wins are huge wins. Like, we got blown out here, but then we proceeded to, flip the score on them. Then we would lose this game, which I'm kind of curious to see how we lost. Who was our pitcher that day? Charlie Morton had a bad game, but it really was Mitch Spence who really blew it. He's the guy who choked, and even Trevor got yikes. I mean, everything went wrong, it seems. Like, we had the lead until, the 6th, and then the 6th really killed us. Then for Texas, you can see the home runs. We had some home runs, I think. No, we didn't have any home runs. This was purely by hitting. RBIs, Ramal Tapia had 2. Zach Geloff had 1. Josh Donaldson 2. And Miguel Andujar 1. And another game we won by a lot. You can see here, RBIs, Joey Menendez and Luis Garcia were the only 2 for Washington. But when it came to us, we had Joey Votto step up. He was a guy that I don't think I was very liked for taking, but right here he proves how he's worth it. Not only hitting a home run, but getting 3 RBIs. Seth Brown had 2, and Tyler Soderstrom had 1. Could see we had a pretty bad pitching performance by Mason Miller, but then the bullpen cleans it up so quickly. And Cano, of course, got another save. Then we lost this one 3-4. Which was pretty unfortunate. You can see I was talking about a close game we lost. You can see we lost this one by 2 and only this one by 1. That we couldn't win in the bottom of the 9th. It's pretty disappointing. Even though we had a solid performance by Taylor Walls. It's really disappointing to see when a guy you don't expect to step up steps up. And John Means, what happened? Anyways, we got to get into our next series against, oh my goodness, first we got to check this. Michael Lorenzen was the pitcher. We got RBIs from, again, Tapia, and there's Walls. Walls really stepping up. Michael Lorenzen was a beast in this game. He went 8.1 innings. That's phenomenal. He only allowed 2 hits. I mean, he's stepped up in that game. Now we got to face the Oakland Athletics. So let's get into that. We were going into the game against the St. Louis Cardinals in Jackie Robinson Day. We were 9-7. They were 7-9. We had opposite records. And no matter what happened, we were going to keep opposite records in this game. But we were looking to win it here, and we're definitely looking to take the series against them. We've had a pretty mid-start, and honestly, we're looking to surprise people. Maybe somehow sneak in that wild card spot. Very unrealistic, but you never know. Both teams hyped up. You can see pitching for us today, Charlie Morton, 2 games this season. He had a 1-0 record. 12.1 innings pitched. That's one of those games he did not have a lot. The 3.65 ERA and the 1.54 WHIP. He's not okay with the strikeouts too. It was Tommy Edman up here, and Tommy Edman was very good at watching the pitches so far this season. It shows why his record's so good. And Morton would allow a hit on the first pitch of the game, or I guess to the first batter of the game. A single for Tommy Edman to get started. Lars Nootbaar would come up, and he would watch that one go. Charlie Morton was looking to save himself right there. Geloff to Walls. It wouldn't be a double play like they wanted, but would be getting the out. But there was a challenge chance, safe at first. The question is, was he safe at first here? They obviously got second, but did they get first? And it seems like they did, so no reason to challenge. Goldschmidt up next. He was hitting interesting. He was a very good MVP candidate in the past couple years. Then he had a dip on one of those seasons, and he's trying to get back to that this year. He's had a good start. And right there, hits one into the outfield. And it looks like St. Louis was going to get on the board first. Paul Goldschmidt, an RBI double to get started. Nolan Arenado. There was 2 outs after the last batter couldn't get through, and right here, Arenado would pop it up, and that would get Oakland out of the inning. But first, St. Louis would have Paul Goldschmidt get a double. He came up big in just the first inning of the game. For St. Louis today, Steven Matz, in 3 games started this season, a 1-0 record, 17 innings pitched. He's done much better than Charlie Morton did, but not as many strikeouts. So we'll see how that goes in this one. What I have to face is Esteury Ruiz. He was hitting okay to start the season. It was a 2-2 count. Steven Matz trying to battle him. He would miss there. It would make it a full count. Ruiz was doing a good job at the plate, making Matz throw pitches early, but right there, it would go to center. No good. Raimel Tapia up with 1 out in the bottom of the first. It was a full count. Tapia hitting over 300. He battles there, trying to keep himself, trying to find any way he can to get on base. Tapia was fighting. And right there would get the Athletics' first hit of the game with a single to get it started. That Geloff would come up next. There would be 1 out, a 2-1 count here. Steven Matz already throwing his 20th pitch. That one would just miss the zone. Zach Geloff, 5th best OPS in the AL. So now a 3-1 count. That one would go. He would walk. That will bring up the next batter, Brent Rooker. Bottom of the first. There was a man on first and second. A 1-1 count with 1 out. Here was the pitch. That one, there it goes. And they're going to send him around the line. He makes it. Try second. Yes. Rooker knew he was going to throw home and risked it, and he got it. Gets all the way to second on that one there. One more time. There goes, past the infield. He tried to recover it as fast as possible, but it just was not enough. A great at-bat there by Rookerson. 1-1 count. They were looking to take the lead here. You would watch that one go. Donaldson, not the greatest of starts to the season. We know he struggled in that series rather than that home run he had. He was looking to improve. Right there, a 3-1 count. Miguel Andujar was on deck, and he was doing okay against righties, but he was struggling more against lefties. But right there, walks some, loads the bases. Here comes Miguel Andujar. He was having an interesting season. 267. And now here's the pitch. That one might fall. No, but they send the runner, and the Athletics take the lead. Ryan Noda, who was really struggling so far this season, not hitting over 200. He was 1 for 4 in the last game. 1-2 count. He missed some Joey Votto lately, it seems. 1-2 count. Well, that one would be a ball. Steven Matz already nearing 40 pitches in just the first inning. The Athletics really getting to Steven Matz today. And another one to make it a full count. And now a chance for something here, but Noda would pop it up, and that would end the inning. The Athletics, though, do take the lead, scoring 2 runs. What a way to take the lead. For Jordan Walker would be up next. He was hitting really well to start the season. No outs, and right there would send one to the wall, and it was gone. Jordan Walker, just like that, would tie the game. His 5th home run of the season ties up the game. St. Louis did not stay down for long, showing what they can do with just one swing of the bat. Jordan Walker, boom. It had the height. The question was Miguel Andujar somehow going to pop that up into his glove? Nope, didn't happen. Jonathan Morales was coming up next with 2 outs, a 1-1 count. Right there would go, but right to Rooker. That would end the top of the second. Tyler Soderstrom, who's had a very average start to the season, hits the pitcher, which is actually going to make it worse for him because it goes right to the second baseman. Uh-oh. Steven Matz is down. Is he going to be taken out of the game was the question there. 3, Ruiz would come up. Steven Matz would end up being okay. There was 2 outs now in the bottom of the second. After getting the out before, right to the third baseman. Lars Nootbaar would come up in the top of the third with an out. A 1-1 count. Right past Noda. Was Nootbaar going to test for second? He was absolutely not going to do that, seeing as how quickly the right fielder recovered it. But a single for Nootbaar to start off the inning. Nolan Gorman up. Paul Goldschmidt couldn't do anything in the last at-bat. He would come up. He was 0 for 1. Charlie Morton was looking for the out here. He would almost hit him, actually. Charlie Morton already throwing a bunch of pitches, trying to get out of this inning as quickly as possible, and it clearly just wasn't working out. But eventually would get the swing, and a miss on him there for the out. Next was Raimel Tapia. He was 1 for 1 on the day. He had a hit. He was looking for another one there. He'd watch it just miss the zone, which would make it a 2-1 count. Raimel Tapia has the best average on the Athletics, and with good reason, seeing as how he just makes the pitcher work. Now 3-1 count. Raimel Tapia hit one right field. There it goes. Over the right fielder. Tapia's got the speed. He's in with a double to start off the inning. After an out because Zach Geloff couldn't deliver, it was Brent Rooker who was looking for another run. There it goes. Sending Tapia. What a throw, but it's offline. And once again, the Athletics would take the lead. Miguel Andujar would come up with 2 outs. He had a sacrifice fly earlier in the game, but now he needed a hit if he wanted to keep it going. With a 1-1 count, he would just hit it to third. Easy out, but the Athletics managed to take the lead. Arenado. He was 0 for 1 on the day. He was looking for a hit right there. Tried it, fouled it off. It wasn't in a great location for him to hit it, especially the other way. And now with a 2-2 count, he popped that up. Nolan Arenado, we know he's a former MVP candidate already. He was looking to get that kind of season going, and he blooped one here for a single, so he was doing okay. Jordan Walker was 1 for 1. We know he had that big hit that tied it up earlier in the second inning. We had taken back the lead, but was Jordan Walker going to be too much for us? You think no with that situation, but it was thrown away, and that would be a horrible mistake to put runners on the corner. Ivan Herrera, 0 for 1. He was trying to get it going after it was popped up in the last at-bat. And you know Charlie Morton was trying to get that double play to get out of the inning. Had an opportunity here. He was looking for it. And he would get something better. A swing and a miss by Herrera. Doesn't even risk it on the ground. It was Jonathan Morales. He was 0 for 1. Could he come up big for the Cardinals? It was interesting to see a guy who I hadn't really heard much about before. Right there, he was taking the count really well. He would watch. Here was the pitch, and it just go. You know, if Nolan Arenado was faster, he might have tested that. But that would load the bases. That would bring up Tommy Edman. He was 1 for 2. Right to Geloff. Morton out of the jam. To the bottom of the 4th for Ryan Noda. 0 for 1, no outs, 2-1 count. That one would be on the outside, but it go in for a strike, so that would make it a 2-2 count here. A swing and a miss by Noda. Steven Matz was trying to get back on track, and that was a great start. Let's move to the top of the 5th to bring up Lars Nootbaar, who had a hit already today. That pitch would make it a 2-2 count. Morton at least trying to go for 5. And right there would get the strikeout for the end. Was 0 for 2. He was up in the top of the 5th. There was 2 outs. That one was fouled off there. And now Morton looking to get through the 5th. The pitch. No, he would foul it off. So again, you'd see it happen. Morton again trying to get out of the inning. Here it is. That one would be fouled off. Every pitch fouled off by Gorman just gives Charlie Morton less of a chance to go into the sixth. That was also fouled off. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Did get a swing and a miss. That would unfortunately be the quick end to the day of Charlie Morton. He went 5 innings, only allowing 5 hits, but did allow 2 runs. Matthew Liberatore, 4 games this season, nothing really too special. He had a bad start though in those couple. Esteury Ruiz was coming up in the bottom of the 5th against a new pitcher and would welcome the pitcher to the ball game with one deep into the outfield. A double for Ruiz. Geloff 0 for 1, bottom of the 5th. Ruiz was advanced to third. Right there, Geloff would bloop one into right for a single to extend the Oakland Athletics lead. And Rooker was 2 for 2. He'd come up. 1-1 count, 1 out. Ball. Could see it was getting a little bad for St. Louis out there. They needed to do a little better, especially on the pitching side of things. Right there, a great pitch by the pitcher. Got it perfectly placed in the corner. As of the automatic vote, Brent Rooker was, of course, put into the All-Star game. But right there, double play. With Charlie Morton having so many pitches, we'd have to bring another guy in. Mitch Spence, this season, 6 games, 11 innings pitched. He had a bad start, if you remember checking it last time. If you remember when we started the video, actually. He started bad. You could see he blew it for us in one of those innings. Jordan Walker would come up. He was 1 for 2. There was 1 out in the top of the 6th already. He'd watch that go. And with a 1-2 count here, Mitch Spence would end up striking out the batter with a swing and a miss. What a great start to this ball game. He was showing last time was a fluke. And now, Dylan Carlson was 0 for 2. Here it goes. That's fouled off. It was a 2-2 count. Here was the pitch. And now, got him. A back-to-back strikeouts. One on the edge. Mitch Spence came into this game trying to prove his point. In the top of the 7th against Jonathan Morales with the full count here. He would get the call for the strikeout in the corner. Tommy Edman would come up. He was 1 for 3. He did have that hit earlier, but since then, been very quiet. He was looking to produce something here to help his team out. But unfortunately for him, there was nothing for him to hit. So he was going to have to draw a walk or just find something. But unfortunately for him right there, he would strike out looking. Mitch Spence was killing it in those 2 innings. Be a 2 for 3, bottom of the 7th, 1-1 count. That one would go to center, or right center, but a amazing dive would rob him of the hit. It looks like
you make a diving catch and you end the inning, that gets the team fired up in the dugout.
And a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Jackson.
We'll see what he's got here.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
That's outside. Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. Just trying to...
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And the righty deals. Goes down low.
Well, this is exactly what you want there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big...
Well, going to pause on that on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 42. He last pitched 2 days ago. Geloff.
close. That kind of seemed to happen right there, though. The fastball would be gone, and right there into right field, almost gets right. Watch that one get a full already scored some RBIs tonight. He was looking for another one. And Zach Geloff would have to get on base for that to happen. Right there would foul it off, had the distance, but didn't have the shit. Off the wall. After the pass. It was a double for Zach Geloff to start off the inning. Here was Brent Rooker trying to drive in the run. It was 2 for 3. He already had some RBIs on the night. A 2-2 count. He would watch the pitch just miss the zone. An incredible take there. Josh Donaldson was on deck. Here was the pitch. Brent Rooker would hit out the stratosphere. And he would go to the deck of center field. Holy Toronto! His third home run of the season. 433 feet would extend the 4. The insurance Oakland is looking for. Miguel Andujar. He was 0 for 1. He had walked earlier, so it explains the stat line. It was a 2-1 count. Back with the ball. 3-1. He was very patient tonight. I think he actually walked twice, so my bad for not realizing that. Right there would be fouled off, and then it would be a full count. Ryan Fernandez was struggling in the inning. His ERA is not going to be looking any good even after this game. And Miguel Andujar was making it easy for him here because he was fouled off every offer. And in the end, he would walk into Joey Votto, a 6-time All-Star. He was not a bad start at all. Joey Votto was looking to deliver here. Maybe even more insurance runs for Oakland. Right there, Joey Votto would lose the bat. One on the bottom of the zone. It was now a 1-2 count here. And that was a ball. 2-2. Votto, he can be patient. He's shown some of that patience.
Really good takes.
Tyler Soderstrom is up next. We know that's right. The full count here. And Votto would not take that one. He hit it right into right field. Joey Votto had a double. For Zach Thompson. He was a lefty. They had to throw in a lefty against Soderstrom. It was a good play, especially after the Votto hit. Good call there by St. Louis. Batter. He would be out on the play. Taylor Walls was 0 for 1-1 count. And here we went. A ball hit, I think. So it's 2-1. Oakland was just suddenly getting more runs. It was a situation to start off. Here's the hit.
It's 8-2, and that's a 2.
Something you can handle. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still.
Swing of the ball lifted to center field. And it drops in.
Run for the Athletics.
Tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Big
Next to hit.
ball for him. I wasn't exactly he'll take. And unfortunately for him there, still going. Athletics scored a bunch. Nolan Arenado. He was 1 for 3. He'd watch that one go. 1-2. Zach Jackson staying in the but no. go for St. Louis. Dylan Carlson 0 for 3. He had to be the start of something, and right there, pass Donaldson. The single.
And that keeps the inning alive.
That would bring up the next batter, Ivan Herrera. He was 1 for 1. Watch that one go. 2-1 count. He was 0 for 3. Not one. Game fouled off. One more strike to work. There was the pitch.
On the ground to first.
Would collect it. This was the
A real nice performance out of the pen. This guy is not the one who usually gets the final out, but extended his role a little bit and helped his team get the win. He got the save. Nice job.
This one ends the final 9-2. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelton. Thanks for joining us.
and so, right before the last game of the series, we simmed the second game of the series, of course, and we ended up losing 1-7. I mean, Paul Goldschmidt and Jordan Walker treated us like batting practice. Not only did they both get home runs, and Paul Goldschmidt got 2, both of them had 3 RBIs each, and Miles had a great pitching performance. On the other hand, JP Sears, 6 earned runs. I mean, yikes. Now we got to go into the last game trying to win it, so let's go. We're at a very important game of this season. We got to prove we can close out series and win them. So, we got to prove ourselves tonight. It's been a long time since we've won a World Series, and we're looking to do it in the near future, but this year, we're just trying to show we got what it takes to make the playoffs. You can see how both games went. It was both blowout games, but we won the first one, they won the second one. So, let's get the pitchers out here. Pitching today for the Athletics, Paul Blackburn. This season, 3 games started an 0-2 record, only pitched 8 innings. 10.8 ERA, 1.68 WHIP. We remember one of those games. We were a part of it. He had a bad performance in that game. Let's hope he can improve today. Up first, Victor Scott. It's a 3-1. That one is a bunt. The throw is off. Off the glove. The throw was bad by Donaldson. What a way to start the game. Up would be Paul Goldschmidt. 338 on the season. He's just getting better, it seems. 2-1 count. There it goes. That one outfield. We know he's got speed. Victor Scott got speed out there. He'll get home. Paul Goldschmidt brings in the runner with a double, just like he did in the game we just played. Very similar spot, too, just a different player. Nolan Gorman, that's going to be a strike. It's a 2-2 here. Here's Blackburn. And Donaldson can't get it. Will they send Paul Goldschmidt home? Yes! But got him! What a throw to the plate to stop the runner. Snoop Bar would come up. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 1-2 now. Another pitch would be a ball. Paul Blackburn's got to get the accuracy. And he would get the cold strike to end the top of the first. But not before Paul Goldschmidt puts him on the board with a double. For the St. Louis Cardinals, Lance Lynn this year, 3 games, 1 in a record, 20 innings pitched, 1.74 ERA, 1.06 WHIP. He's done a much better job than a lot of pitchers on our staff. He's the first batter of the game against Lance Lynn. He'll hit that one up, and it's gonna drop. A single, it bloops in to start the game. Up next will be Raimel Tapia, who has been fired this season. That was a ball. Not even close. You didn't have any You didn't even have to think about it if you're Tapia. I mean, just a great play there. Now a ball, and he's safe. Not only does he steal second, it's a ball, now makes it a favorable count for Raimel Tapia. A good chance to get something to hit. And right there up the middle, Ruiz is fast. He's gonna score. And just like that, the Athletics have tied the game. At Geloff, it was a 1-2 count, no outs. Tapia on first. Here was the pitch. Geloff down the line, off the third baseman's glove. Geloff's got a single. Next up, Brent Rooker. He's calmed down a little bit in the series, looking for a big hit here. That one's gonna fall. Extra bases. They send Geloff home as well. It's a double for Rooker. He scores. Tapia, Geloff, a 2-run double. It's 3-1 Athletics. Joey Votto would end up advancing the runner to third. That would give Seth Brown, who has been struggling this season, a chance to extend their lead. Right there, it's going to be fouled off. I think it had the distance to go yard, it did, but it didn't have the accuracy. We've seen that a couple times already with the Athletics. Right there, fouled off, keeps it alive. Seth Brown really trying to prove himself, especially after a bad start to the season. You can't be happy, but right there, a swing and a miss would bring up Tyler Soderstrom. We know he hits a lot better against righties, but right there to the first baseman. That will end the first, but the Athletics will score 3. Thanks to Tapia, thanks to this double by Brent Rooker. Next up, Wilson Contreras in the top of the second. Fouls that one off. 2-2 count now. Here's the pitch, and got him on the call. It's a cold strike.
Josh Donaldson, the pitch. And now 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
3-2, payoff pitch. And that one hammered.
Donaldson hits one deep back. Donaldson's gone. It's another for the Athletics. It is his second homer of the season. 415 feet. I wasn't sure if it had the distance, but right there, it did. Donaldson extends their lead to 3. Here we go, top of the third, Jonathan Morales, and there it goes! Center field, good bye! His first MLB career homer. Historic moment, not so great for Paul Blackburn, but what a moment for Jonathan Morales. He brings it within 2. He will never forget this moment. And since we're in a away ballpark, he's actually going to get that ball back because they always say throw it back. Victor Scott was 0 for 1. There's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Donovan was 0 for 1. That one past Donaldson. That's a chance for extra bases. That's a double. That would bring up Paul Goldschmidt, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI already. A chance to bring it within 1 here for Goldschmidt. He would watch that one go. And the next pitch, he would foul off. So Paul Goldschmidt would keep fighting. I mean, you know what's going to happen. He's just really good at doing that. He's not going to let you beat him. without throwing a lot of pitches. Now here's the pitch, a swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nolan Gorman, he's 1 for 1. That one popped up. There it goes. That will in the top of third, stranding the runner on second. Up Brent Rooker to start off the bottom of the third. He was 2 for 2. I'm sorry, it's a 2-2 count. He fouls off a pitch down the middle. A slurve down the middle missed. 1 for 1 on the day. Here's a 2-2 again. It's a ball. So a full count with Joey Votto on deck. He grounded out to first in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Gonna walk up. Brown 0 for 1. And he'll hit that one deep center. It's still going. He can't bring it back. It's gone. Seth Brown, his 4th home run of the season. He sends it deep. The Athletics will extend their lead to 4. A home run by Seth Brown. Gotta be a big moment for him there. One more time. That was another one. We saw this earlier. That doesn't feel like it has the distance. Guess what? It gets. Contreras is up now. Top of the 4th. 1 out. It's a 1-2 count. Fouled off there. Here it is by Blackburn. Fouled off. So we'll see another one. Here's the pitch. 1-2 again. That one. Smack to right. Rooker. Off the glove. It gets pretty far. Throw by Rooker. Geloff. That's a triple for Contreras. What a battle. Was unable to drive in the run. Up comes Tommy Edman with 2 outs. He's 0 for 1. He watches that one go. A 1-2 count now. Blackburn, the pitch. That one to right. He's out of the inning. New pitcher here. Now here's Brent Rooker. 1 for 1. It's a 1-1 count. And right there, Rooker to left. Come to the top of the 6th. We're up is Nolan Gorman. He's 1 for 2. Fouls that off to keep the at-bat going. The 1-2 again. Here's the pitch. Not going to get the call. Blackburn nearing 100 pitches. And can he keep it for one more inning? Can he go one more inning? That one is deep. That one is back, but foul ball. The pitch. Gonna get the call. Got him on the strikeout. And Contreras, top of the 6th, 1-1. Fouled off there. 1-2. Now he's 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off. It was pretty well placed in the corner too, but Contreras got a piece of it there. That one's a ball, so he's not going to go at that one. Trying to go one last batter. Yes, a swing and a miss. Blackburn goes 6 innings, allowing 2 runs in the game. Not too bad for the starter tonight. Thrown over 100 pitches. Bottom of the 6th, Tyler Soderstrom, 0 for 2. There's a ball. 2-1 now in his last game, 0 for 4. He did have the RBI. Now here's the pitch. That's another ball. 3-1. Donaldson on deck. The 3-1 count. Here it goes. Just misses the zone, and he's going to walk him. Donaldson couldn't do anything. Here's Teo Hernandez. 0 for 1. 1 out, man on first. 1-1 now after that, a 2-1. Another very close pitch. Seems like that's what he's trying to throw today, close pitches. Now working right there, or up the middle for a single. Ruiz comes up, 1 for 3, 1 out, 1-1 count. That's a ball. I thought it clipped the zone there, but the umpire does not think so. Umpire doesn't call it. Here's a 2-1. That one is crushed. There it goes. It's going to hit the wall. Ruiz to second, and he scores. Both runners with a double. Sure, Lucas. Airsack. This season, 5 games, 0-1 record, 6 innings pitched, 3 ERA, a pretty good strikeout rate. Faces Matt Carpenter, 0 for 2. That one's fouled off. A 1-2 count. Pitch and fouled off. Here, pitch. Looking for his pitch. Here's the 1-2 again. Fouled off yet again. Nice. Not getting what he wants, but right there, Carpenter, a swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Welcome to the game. Here we go, top of the 8th. Up first, Victor Scott. 0 for 3. Got it. Does he get the out? No! Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. Unbelievable. Here's Brendan Donovan. He's 2 for 3. There's a ball. Here's another pitch. That one to Geloff. Double play. 3. Ruiz 2 for 4. Bottom of the 8th, 1-1 count. A miss. What a pitch there. 1-2 now, and swing and a miss. King will get the strikeout. Mel Tapia 2 for 3. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out, 1-1 count. Fouled off. He'll try again. It's a 1-2 this time. King looking pretty good with these pitches. No swing there. That one was pretty low. 9,500 in attendance, so you can see all the empty seats. Oakland Athletics don't have the best luck when it comes to seating attendance. Here's Zach Geloff, though. Full count. Fouled off. How about again? Tapia, 2 for 3. He's looking for a big opportunity here. Here he goes. And that's a single for Tapia. Zach Geloff, 1 for 3. Throws it back. Oh, just missed him. 1-1 count, 1 out. Tapia on first. Here it is. And now Tapia stealing. Geloff. It's over the head. Tapia running. That's a double for Geloff. Another run scored. And now Brent Rooker, 1 for 3, 1 out, 1-1. Man on second. Fouled off there. Couldn't get it. 1-2 now. Here's King with it. And ball. 2-2. King does have a couple of those pitches, it seems. You know, if you give him a long at bat, he might throw one at the bottom. The ball right there, strikes him. Joey Votto, 0 for 4. Wanting a big hit here. 2 outs. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to make it a 1-2. That changes a lot. Here it is by John King. Ball. 2-2. 23 pitches in this inning. Only 5 in the last one. Here's the pitch. Votto fouls it off. Votto's gonna fight. He wants it. 2-2 again. Here's the pitch. There it goes. Got him. To get out of the inning. Here comes Trevor Gott trying to close the game. The Athletics are 1 out away from winning the series. Up is Wilson Contreras. 1 for 3. He'll watch it go. 2-2 count. Is this it? The pitch? Yes! Perfectly placed in the corner. The Athletics win it. 9-2. They take the series. They got to do that. They got to take series, and they prove themselves today with a big win. Not only a big win, a big score. Blackburn will get credit for the win, his first of the season. Lynn gets his first loss of the season. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Everything went crazy. What a vid here. I'll see you next time. Thank you and good night.